Stylists, makeup artists, nail techs, barbers. Stop acting like people are getting on your nerves when they ask you questions about your business. Why do y'all get so irritated when someone calls or they ask you a question they don't understand? Stop blocking your blessings. Straight from the chair. Welcome to Straight from the Chair, y'all. It's Crystal Gresham Giles. I am here to talk about the first experience that a client gets when they are introduced to your business. What does that look like? Do y'all have any idea, or do you even focus on what the experience would be for a person entering into your business, or calling you on the phone, or even just going to your website or your Instagram, whatever it is that you do business with? What's the first impression that they get? Have you ever just really took your time to think about what are you giving off as an experience for people who are coming to your business? Well, I always think about when people get phone numbers, and it's so many people now are using their personal phones as their business lines, but they're not distinguishing the two. They're not making a difference in how they answer the phone. So if I'm calling Latasha and she does braids, and this was the number that was on her IG page, and I'm, hello, Mia, and your answer when you answer the phone is hello. And as a consumer, I'm sitting like, hello? And then you repeat, hello. Question. Why do you even have that number if you're not going to treat it like a business? Or do you consider yourself just doing it on the side? Like if this is your career and it's paying your bills, you should answer the phone. Thank you for calling Latasha with braids, whatever the name. Thank you for calling Gresham Giles Salon. Crystal speaking. How may I assist you? I don't care if I know who's calling. I don't care if it's an unknown number. I'm going to answer all the time. If I'm using my personal phone as my business line, I'm going to answer it all the time, very, very professional. Because if it's just my cousin or just my brother or my mom, I can say, oh, hey. But if it's not, and I don't know the number, I need to make sure and anticipate that it's money on the other side of that phone. It is a potential client on the other side of that phone. Like, why do we do that? Same thing for your website. You have a website and all you have is like 4 lines of what you do and then 100 rules below. Late fee, cancellation fee, deposits, all of this. But you're not even inviting people to come to you. And then when they do come, you don't even follow your own rules. Like, you're not giving them a great experience. Y'all have got to get better with the customer's first impression of your business. That's what we have to focus on. I did a video earlier about how we look. If someone meets me right now out in public, they could say, yeah, she looked like she probably does hair. Now, if I had on a baseball cap, didn't have on earrings, I probably could bypass them. But if I'm trying to get clients, even on my off days, because if I'm not established and I'm still trying to grow, everywhere that I go, I'm a walking billboard for my own business. Understand that. I don't have to do that no more, thank God. I have been in this business for almost 30 years, and I don't have to be a walking billboard anymore. But for those who are starting out and you're still building your clientele, you need to think about that. You need to think about the look that you're giving and what your service, what service you're providing. If you don't look the part, then how will they know? Why would they want to come to you? I do natural hair, relaxed hair. I don't do any extensions. I don't do any weaves. I don't do any wigs. I do haircuts. I do color. Before, I would wear the heck out of color. I'm getting a little older, so I don't put as much color in my head because I want my hair, the rest of it, to stay on my head. But I advertise just that. I advertise cuts. I advertise healthy hair. I advertise that with myself. So you should advertise a lot of times what you do. Now, I know it's some things like my lash tech. I'm like, who's going to do your lashes? Well, she can't do her own lash extensions. So she still looks presentable enough for me to make me think that she does a great job. I have a loctician specialist, a girl who does locks. She doesn't have locks, but she has the look that says she is a professional and she can do the work. Also, her Instagram shows that she can do the work, and she shows her doing the work sometimes. But you always have to think about the first impression that you give off. Stylists, makeup artists, nail techs, barbers, stop acting like people are getting on your nerves when they ask you questions about your business. Why do y'all get so irritated when someone calls or they ask you a question they don't understand? We get so irritated when someone calls. Stop blocking your blessings. That is just the number one blessing blocker it is to be. I mean, I've been in places and I've seen people, now she didn't follow the dude. She can't read. She didn't go to the website. You don't either. It's stuff. How many of y'all done read the manual for your phone? So nobody wants to read 150 rules, 50,000 rules that's on your page. Nobody wants to read all of that. Your rule is you got, a deposit made. You can't be late in the first 15 minutes. You got this. You can't bring kids. You can't chew gum. You can't have on makeup when you come get it done. You need to wash your own hair. It needs to be at least 2 to 3 inches long. It's just a lot to read and a lot to go through, and nobody's willing to do that. But you have to learn how to answer the phone or have a phone number so people can communicate with you. I'm gonna jump to that just a little bit, because the way the world is going now, nobody wants to talk to each other. And I'm just so against it. I mean, I understand text messages is easier to get your point across or whatever, but as a stylist, as a lash tech, as a makeup artist, if we're working with our hands, we can't really text without stopping and interrupting someone else's service. That someone else could be you. So understand, picking up the phone and you calling, I can put that in my ear and say, excuse me for a second. Thank you for calling Gresham Giles. How may I assist you? I would like to make an appointment. Oh, yeah, sure. I can do all of that as opposed to trying to do that through a text message. I can save that whole information. I can talk into my phone. I can tell Siri to save your number. I can do a lot of things because these phones are very capable of doing a lot of work that we don't even realize. And so even if you say, hey, Siri, can you read the last text message? I was trying to make sure my Siri didn't come on. But use it to your advantage. Like, be able to communicate with people without being agitated. But I digress on that. I just want us to go back to having value with your first impression to the consumer. Like, clients want an experience from the entrance of the door. Clients want an experience when you answer the phone, when they go to your website, when they go to your Instagram page. Clients want an experience. So understand, like, give them that, y'all. Let's stop playing around and answering the phone. Yeah, hello. And let's be a little bit more professional. On your website, be a little bit more professional and get a decent website. It's a lot of free websites out here. that you can look into. You don't have to be all glamorous with it, but you can definitely have something that's nice. Even if you're using any of the booking systems, make your stuff look nice. Make your stuff look nice. So I say to you once again, understand first impressions are the lasting impressions. So as a professional, be true to your first impression.